Everyone will be starting in a moment. I am just getting everything set up, so please bear with me. Okay, right. Close that. That connection is good. Voice is being picked up. It is up on here. I think we are good to go. So, hi everyone. Welcome to another stream of Ace Attorney. Almost an Assassin's Creed because it begins with an A. Ace Attorney Investigations. Today, we are going to see if we can finally finish off this case, which has been taking quite long. It's like, no, it was me. I was the bad guy. Last time, though, we managed to find out that Sheena was actually Callisto Yu. Oh my god. I didn't know. But yeah, we found out that. Managed to get her caught, and after a lengthy interrogation, she finally was like, yeah, okay, fine. But I didn't kill anyone. It was someone else. And then the old guy turned out to be, like I said, he went, I am big and bad now. And I no longer speak like an old man. And yeah, then he was like, you can't accost me because I am a foreign diplomat and you're technically on my soil in this building, so you can't arrest me. Bye. And then he went off. And we are possibly in the last part, but we don't know. Might be more. This game is like just continually giving me more to do in this last case. But we shall see what happens today. Other than that, I think that's everything. Yeah. Hey, Refatron. Odd name. Oh, the title of the stream? Because, you know, the old guy is pretty much a Tengu. He's literally just a Tengu in just appearance. So I just went, oh, wind, because they're about wind. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get straight to it. I want to get it done. If I can find it. Where are you, game? There you are. Oh, waiting. Did you all know that XCOM 2 is currently having its 10-year anniversary? It's on special discount right now and is available for a free weekend. So if you can't, go buy it because it's a great game. I managed to buy the remaining parts of it that I didn't have for only £2. Right, let me get the Discord, the Restream chat to keep coming up because it keeps disappearing. Alright. Continue. Oh, wait, I need to check to see if it's on there first. It's my mistake. Yep, sound showing up on there. Refresh. Bang. Yeah, it's up. Alright, cool. Let's go. Resume play from the save game. Yes. He who is above the law. Everyone is here. March 15th, 2:11 a.m. The Theatrum Neutralis lobby. I can't believe it, sir. Extraterritoriality. I can't even say that word. It went into a different voice there. Yes, and there is nothing we can really do about that. In the end, we didn't have enough authority to bring him to justice. What would have fit better? Can't believe that even though we know he's the boss, we can't lay a finger on him. I know. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. I forgot how to do your voice. Sorry to skip out on you, but I got some business to take care of. If we can't give an evil guy like him a slap on the wrist, then what the heck was the law created for? What good are they? Because of the one time that it doesn't work out, suddenly the whole thing is at fault. He who's above the law? Yeah, I guess that could have worked, but I didn't know it was going to be in here. If the law can't help us, then I'll go as the Yadagrasu and take care of this myself. Don't you dare. Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry, that was a bit too harsh. I know how you feel, sir. We're trying to take on an ambassador after all. And he did tell us earlier to get out of the theater. This is kind of their country, I guess. But I feel I have been slapped across the face for doing just my job. What are we going to do? Go question the other guy, see if you can stay, because it's not only his. Or should I retreat for now and formulate a better plan of attack? Come on, everyone, we can't give up yet. Okay. I want you to think about something for a sec. We never let up for even a second as long as we don't keep investigating. We might find the rotten treasure hidden here. She's right. Remember, Mr. Edgeworth, this is the wrong voice. This is Kay. They've been hanging out too much. You're right, Kay. Very well. Let us reopen an investigation and see what we can find. Come on, Kay. Right behind you. Okay, I'll go out and check up my bar a bit more, sir. And I have something that needs to investigate further in Alabast. Okay, bye. She didn't take part in that discussion at all. And now then. Before I gather any more information, I should do a bit of housekeeping. How many bits of evidence are we just going to throw away? Also, I just noticed that picture there now. A passion flower data erased for my organizer. No, they were important. Ambassador Alba seems agitated over something. What a front view. He looks kind of normal there, but when you look from the side, he doesn't. I sense that there is something he doesn't want us to investigate. I wonder why. There are two special circumstances that surround the ambassador. First, the embassy itself has extraterritorial rights. If something happens on Alabastian soil, we are unable to legally prosecute him. Cool! It sounds like embassies are the perfect place to steal wherever you want. And murder Damas II, run a smuggling operation, and make counterfeit bills, apparently. But I thought all the counterfeiting was done by Mr. Cochin in Babal. Yes, he apparently used the embassy's coupon printing press to do it. But it's the same story there anywhere. Anyway, Babal also has extraterritorial rights. Okay, Raphatron. Which brings me to my next point, the ambassador's extraterritorial rights. Those rights are effective even in our own country. Really? No matter what happens, he can never be tried in our courts. I wonder if that's the thing. I need to look that up. Because I'm actually interested in that. Law, blah, blah, blah. Recognized as having legal immunity from the jurisdiction of another country. It allows diplomats safe passage and freedom of travel in a host country and affords almost total protection from local lawsuits and criminal prosecution. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, yes, yes. So it could be that the country that they're from might say, oh, well, we'll allow them to be investigated in your country. You know. So they can allow it, but it's depending on them. Not the diplomat, the actual country itself as a whole. Or I guess the government body of that country. Okay. He retains some very special rights indeed. Basically, no matter what wrongs he may commit, we can't bring him to trial here. So I guess we really don't stand a chance, do we? We might stand a chance if he can somehow nullify either one of his special rights. Kind of like the Zone of Death, maybe? This was taken just before the two ambassadors gave their bouquets to the Steel Samurai. Wait, is it just my imagination? Or is there something in this picture I haven't seen before, or I have seen before? I won't rest until I inspected every crook and do. Butterfly. Mr. Palermo has really got a smile, don't you think? I bet he was really happy that we were going to become Code of Fear again. Perhaps, but instead he became the greatest victim in today's case. An ambassador like him, who is always thinking of his country, is really to be admired. Yeah, although this happened, I hope they'll be able to reunite the country someday. I hope so as well, but for that to happen, we need to solve this case first. We need to see to it that those who would harm the new Code of Fear are locked away. And we will. It seems the lilies are the center of the bouquet, with an accent of chamomile. Wow. You know it's chamomile. I say what I want. I can totally smell the wonderful fragrance. Okay, this is just a picture, not a scratch and sniff. Look, I know that. But it's nice to imagine things once in a while, you know? Where's your sense of empathy? If you can smell the fragrance of flowers from a photo, that's more than a hallucination. More like a hallucination. You don't have to be mean about it. Let's just drop this before it's in full bloom. There's that troublemaker standing there smack in the center making two peace signs. Wow, the Steel Samurai stands out even more than the two ambassadors in this picture. Oh hey, the person playing the Steel Samurai is one of your friends, right? A define friend. No, I have no idea who he is. Wait, but you just said he. You knew which gender he was, so you must know him, right? I beg that you please refrain from talking about that person with me ever again. Friendship ended with Larry. Now Kay's my best friend. Can't believe he was pretending to be a harmless old grandpa. Talk about deceptive. I don't suppose anyone would expected him to change that drastically. I bet he's thinking of something evil behind that cheery smile. Kay, please, try to remain calm and focus on the here and now. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I got all worked up there. Well, the only way we're going to be able to steal this truth is if we keep on investigating. It appears to be a bouquet of Persian cyclamens or cyclamens and roses. Wow, you even know the exact species? I never would have figured you for an expert on flowers. It's all because of those flowers that old lady sends me every month. Just look at me. I sound like some sort of botanist. So, what exactly is this yellow flower here? That one, I'm not sure. You what? You don't know? As far as I can tell, I've never seen a flower like this before. But I feel as though I've seen the shape somewhere before. Which one are we talking about? There's like several flowers here. I guess it might be the butterfly. Could this piece of evidence be related to this photo somehow? Hey, Swordmaster, welcome. Nope, I don't think it's related at all. Even though I know she's right, she could have at least tried to humor me a little. It's a counterfeit plate used to make counterfeit Zengfar bills. What will Kay's relationship be with Mr. Edgeworth? Friends? I don't know. It's incredibly detailed and even includes a phoenix taken off toward the sky. That doesn't look like a phoenix. I thought it was a chicken. Or like a rooster. With plates as finely crafted as these, it's no wonder that the fakes are so hard to spot. Why is there like a weird line here? Is that tape? I guess it could be where they had like adhese it to like the plate making machine or the paper. Do 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 do. Double crack. You think that's the monitor? The monitor of what? Eureka! I'm just gonna do it again here. Nope. I guess I don't have anything for this just yet. We got rid of the other plants. I already looked at this. On the orders of Ambassador Alba, no one is allowed to enter into Alabast. But I thought a lady with a whip passed through here not long ago. She's from Interpol and the proper paperwork. So, while I was reluctant, I had to let her in. Sounds like Franziska, all right. Besides, if I didn't, that whip of hers. Yep, definitely Franziska. I want to leave. Hello, welcome to the Embassy of Babal. I'm sorry, I don't really need to enter your country at this time. Right now, for a limited time here at the Babalese Embassy, we're offering a very special experience, terrifying fire ashes tour. So how about it? Shall I sign you up? We're fine, thanks. We have an investigation to run. It seems as though this country wants to sell a lot of stuff about themselves. And the other country just wants to keep people out. I guess I have to look at this then. What have I seen? This badge design is said to reflect the relentless discipline of law enforcement. It comes from the authority vested in us as strict prosecutors of the law, and executors of sentences much like harsh winter frost and blazing summer days. To wear it is to identify oneself as a prosecutor, but I have no interest in doing so. Each prosecutor's badge is engraved with the number of its owner on the back. Numbers, as if we were not humans on the inside like everyone else. Okay, Edgeworth. What are these weird white spots? Could it be the flower? It's there too. Got the sticks here still. The card. He's the magician, he just disappears into a car! So only his flowers. That one I'm not sure. The yellow flower. So it is the yellow flower.
Eureka!
Nope, not that. Then I don't know. We've only just started and I'm already stuck. That's great. Why is this last case such a pain in the ass? Literally looking at the entire picture, the only thing that's ever mentioned to be strange is the flower. There's nothing here that looks like anything else. Granted, it's been a week now, but still. I guess because it's missing a piece, like this weird part here that's brown instead of being the entire flower. I can look at the actual thing, the whole thing is coloured in. And it's talking about this. Striking flower ornament on the handle of this knife. Compared to the Bubbly's knife handle, the large one gives Alabas more presence. I mean, that might be it.
Eureka!
Babal's, I guess it was it then. Babal's national symbol is the butterfly and Alabast is the flower. It would appear that someone is employing the old hide a tree in a forest trick. What are you mumbling to yourself about now? Wait, what? The handle of this knife. Ah! Yes, it's the handle that was supposed to be on the blade that killed Mr. Cochin. The weapon that killed him was carried through the Theatrum Neutralis, in the very bouquet Ambassador Albo was carrying. I mean, to be fair, that does not look like a handle at all, but okay. The flower motif. It looks like the one of the flower petals is missing. Oh, take a look at the weapon itself. It's missing the exact same petal. And then the knife in this photo is most definitely the same as the murder weapon. Okay. Is that it? I thought that'd be... Apparently there's more. It's the backdrop they used in the Steel Samurai stage show. I love the climax of that show. Steel Samurai Sushi Slash. That was the first time I'd seen that special move. But well, the German Ninja stage show climax was much better, of course. Oh, is that a fact? That scene where he sang for the Princess Basola and gave her those hair sticks? I could totally feel the love in there in my heart. Perhaps the Jimin Ninja is just a more popular with female audiences. No. These flowers were sent by Global Studios, blah, 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 mascot, blah, blah, blah. Okay, nothing matters. You can see the Babal Embassy, which is undergoing major renovations. From room expansions to garden upkeep, it looks like a lot of construction is going on. Mr. Polano said that all this work is really hard on him. He said that since Mr. Cochin passed away, that maybe I could work part-time for him. She's got really chummy with that ambassador. What can I say? I must have a good nose for money. Sure. I guess there's more to this picture then. I only checked this area earlier, but it never hurts to take another look. I guess it's not then. Because they didn't say that when we did it before, so I'm assuming there's something new we can do. Culture's counterfeiting, renovations. I mean, it would make sense these are two together. And not exactly a shining example of the perfect line of logic. Okay, maybe nothing with these then. Let's speak to Kay. Yes? Investigation. We've come too far to give up. We must expose Ambassador Albert's misdeeds, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, of course. And we've got to find a way to steal the truth and get it out there. For my father's sake, who's been dead for 7 years? Yes, and we will. The reason for Ambassador Alba's nervousness must still be here somewhere. Furthermore, I need to pin down exactly what happened in here. I'll start by thoroughly examining this room for any information I can find. Mr. Edgeworth, if you don't pay attention, Ambassador Alba's going to get away. Yes, I know. Now hurry up and do that swing thing you always do. I have no idea what you're talking about. What? You don't... Oh, come on, you know what I mean. That thing you do. Are you talking about logic? Yeah, that's it. So hurry up and just swing already. Alright, alright. To be honest, it's been a bit hard to connect everything up until now just by looking. However, I should be able to piece things together if I take another look at my leads. Perhaps now is the time to use logic and reason my way to the truth. But there's nothing to... There's nothing to combine. Okay, about this piece of evidence. May I really have it? But you know, this Yadagrassi would be bad if I couldn't get this by myself. Sorry, but I have no intention of giving you this piece of evidence. Oh, really? Guess I misunderstood. I feel like I've had a very similar conversation with someone else before. Is there anything in here that I haven't looked at? The flowers, looked at the door, spoke to you. Yeah, there's nothing really else to look at, so the only thing left is to combine things. Not exactly a shining example. Oh, hey! Huh. Are you still here? Are you still trying to force me to admit? You people have no reason to still be here. Now please leave. I'm afraid I can't do that. If you won't leave on your own, I'll have no choice but to force you out. Hold it! I don't believe we'll be meeting again. However, I will pray for your success. We're not through here yet. Our evil laugh. Is this it? Because the one guy just came out of nowhere and just said that. Apparently we just lose the truth forever. This is now, what, the third time I've failed on this case? Like, none of these go together. This makes no sense to go with this. This doesn't go with this, and that doesn't go with that. I've looked at everything here. I'll stab you. This is quite a bit of Mr. Cochran's blood on this blade. Thanks to being a prosecutor, I guess I've become accustomed to seeing blood. The handle of this knife has been made to be removable. The killer tried to make this look like a Babyliss knife by switching the two handles, which means that there must be some reason behind that action. It looks like you can sort of press this. This key was originally made to open the safe in the Babyliss Embassy's Secretariat office. And whilst the blade looks like a simple knife at first glance, when viewed head-on, it's actually the same shape as the second keyhole in the safe. This key was stolen by the Atagrasu 7 years ago from the Codophian Embassy, which suggests that this was made while Codophia still existed. We discovered this trick 7 years ago, and with it we were able to corner Miss Yu. But who would have thought that I'd see this key again after all this time? It's not that far-fetched to think that the end of this key was meant to be a butterfly. The maker must have been a true patriot to have been fashioned after the national symbol. I'm not really sure what we're supposed to look at now, because I've looked at everything. And it literally says that you found everything here. I can't deduce anything more. Is there like a very specific spot that I'm missing somehow? And in that case, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've looked at everything. I've investigated everything in detail. I've tried to combine everything together. It didn't work. What else is there to do? Whoops. Uncle Ben trusted you with this piece of evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. I think he believes that you're the one who finally brings the truth to light. And I believe in you too, Mr. Edgeworth. Yay. Nothing. Skippy zippy. You want this piece of wire? You're useless to me, Kay. I show you all this stuff and you have nothing to say? It's a box of samurai dogs, right? But see, I'm a German ninja fan. And while I would like to love to have one, I'm going to be strong and resist the urge. Because I would like some jammy dodgers. Well then, how about we slowly enjoy them after we crack this case? Okay, fine, you twist my arm. Let's indulge! The real Yanagrasu can't fly through the air. I thought she would have something to say about this if she thinks it's the Jammin' Ninja's pick. So I guess these counterfeits are made with Babyliss ink. Come to think of it, I remember hearing on the news the other day that the Republic of Senfar, where these bills are coming from, is in an economic mess. It's common knowledge that money rules the hearts of men. And when that money turns out to be fake, All-encompassing confusion is the result. Ha! And that's when the Yatagarasu makes her stand. I'm going to use my iron fist of justice on each and every counterfeiter. You'll see. I appreciate your sense of justice, however. I would appreciate it if you didn't go around into the heart of any more raging fires. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth, I'll try. This is your father, Bryn Faraday. He had planned to use this. Why did it skip that? He had planned to use this evidence as in their trial 7 years ago. But he was killed by it when he turned into a weapon, huh? Curses! I should have made her recall such a tragic event. How could I have been so careless? There are 2 embassies in this building, huh? Yeah, well, they used to be a single country, so it's understandable. So with them trying to make up, does it mean that they'll become a single country again? If they do, I hope they'll always be good friends and never fight again. Before that can happen, I believe we need to solve this case. Otherwise, nothing will come of these gestures, not even friendship. Oh, this is the prosecutor's badge. This proves that you're a real prosecutor, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Precisely. Well, I got one too. Mine's the Yatagarasu badge. But if you walk around with that on your scarf all the time, all you're doing is proclaiming to the world that you're a thief. Like I said, the Yatagarasu is noble. And because I'm full of righteousness, there's no need for me to be all sneaky. Even if you are honorable, a thief is a thief, right? If she's extra good, Edgy will buy her a jamming ninja figure. An art with articulation. I have gone over this place multiple times and I don't know what it wants me to do now. So if anyone's got any direction, I'd be willing to accept it. Don't outright tell me, just, you know, give me some nudging in the right direction. Did that, looked at that, spoke to you. I can't leave, I can't go to any other locations, I can't go that way. None of these combine into one thing. We've done this and this, this and this. I don't know why this would be a thing. I don't think that would even work, so... Dun, 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 dun. Because this is the only thing that's been added, but it says that we've looked at everything. We can't deduce anything more from it. I don't know, Edgeworth, what do you think? I don't know, you're the one playing me. Does that mean you've already figured out? Hell no. I don't even know what we're doing. We're just walking around this single hall, when we could be investigating anywhere else. Is that a balcony up there? Like up here above the door? It kind of looks like one. Butterflies, flowers. There might be another balcony up there. Flags don't introduce anything. We've looked at all of our evidence. We tried to combine everything. None of it works. Anything on here that we might have missed? Nothing there. Yeah, I can see like the white stuff here, but I can't do anything with it. Zoom in. actually, you can see it, like the white stuff here, then there's white stuff on this side, and a little bit on here, but it's like right on the edge. Alright, Swordmaster, thanks for stopping by. Maybe if I combined things, it could work. Maybe leave the country? Ah, yes, I'll go to France. That's where I'm needed the most. Yeah, there's no exit here. We've done all that. None of these can be looked at because they're in a foreign language I don't understand. That was the original knife that they changed the handle for. Yeah, I don't know. I literally have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. Again, I've looked at everything, I've examined everything, I've combined what I can here, none of it works. Sure, do that, I guess. What? What? How does that make sense? Come on, tell me. We know that the counterfeit bills were printed using the embassy's press. But the necessary materials, such as the Babalese ink and paper, must have been hidden in a secure location. But what do you think would have happened if the renovation had begun? Well, he probably had to find a better way hiding place or get rid of it all. Right, so we can assume that the renovation was the cause of the plate and bills disposal. And the reason Mr. Cochin was killed as the ringleader of the smuggling operation. Based on what we know, who do you think was the one with the most to gain? If the one person who's been erasing all evidence of the smuggling operation from both embassies, the co-conspirator who is mopping up Ambassador Alba. Ambassador Alba may have a strong motive to kill Manny Cochin. Okay, whatever. Make no sense, but sure. The cause of Ambassador Alba's agitation, the rotten treasure we may find, and the motive for killing Mr. Cochin. Miss Yu said it herself that she didn't kill anyone tonight. If we have to take her words at face value, then the reason of the ambassador's nervousness can only be one thing. He didn't want us to discover the real circumstances under which Mr. Cochin was killed. Then you mean Mr. Alba is a real killer? I don't mind giving her an accent, she's not from the South. But I thought the two of them were friends. Maybe they were, but what if Mr. Cochin was the one who first betrayed their friendship? Oh, I get it. Was Mr. Cochin pushing really hard for Mr. Paleno to be ambassador after the reunification? Yes, and that was the real reason why he wanted to steal Alba's Prima Duc statue. So Mr. Cochin hired the Master II to go steal it for him. But when Ambassador Alba found out what he was up to and he killed Mr. Cochin? It is definitely a possibility at this point. Those two really were thinking of no one but themselves. But the question now is, how did he do it? Ambassador Alba was in Alabast, but Mr. Cochin's body was discovered in Babal, right? Right, and that is what we must solve next. I believe we now understand why Ambassador Alba was so nervous and agitated. It must have something to do with where Mr. Cochin was killed, a place where the Alabastrian ambassador was likely to meet the Babalese Mr. Cochin. The place where Ambassador Alba happened to have committed the murder is...
Take that!
This area is rather suspicious, don't you think? You really think so? Because I don't see anything on about it at all. I guess it's not related after all. Mr. Edgeworth, if you keep doing that, Ambassador Alba's going to get away. Come on, let's see if you can get a hold of that treasure known as the truth. Agreed. Let's see if we can find.
Take that!
This side. It's rather suspicious. It's not. Okay, then I guess it's Theatrum Neutralis.
Take that!
The only place that makes sense is here, at the Theatrum Neutralis. What? Here? The Goodwill event was being held here today, correct? So the only place that both of them would have been in here is here. Been in here is here. But if that's the case, then everything changes. This theater isn't actually Alabastrian land. So that wipes out one of those extraterritorial rights he has. Right, okay, I guess that's why. It makes logical sense, in which case it is a reason for us to investigate further. So what should we check out? Let's see. I believe we should check back the immigration records for both Alabast and Babal post-haste. Babal's records should be easy to obtain, however the problem will be Alabast. I wonder if they would allow us to see their records despite the order to vacate.
Objection!
Oh hey, is that what you were doing? I'm already one step ahead of you, Miles Edgeworth. Franziska. I have here the security footage from both Alabast and Babal. You would do well to take a look at this contents. Security footage jotted down in my organizer. It's a camera! You move fast. Avon Karma strives to be perfect in every way. It's not in my nature to keep on retreating like this. I took the liberty of looking over the Babal investigation reports as well. From now on, you will make no excuse to back down or say that you can't solve this case. Okay. Little sis coming up to back me up. While also being like, you can't fail. You're my big brother, don't fail. I'm sorry about earlier. We won't be beaten. Because my cute little subordinate is going to try his best, isn't he? Why do you say it like that? Hasn't she patronized me enough already for a lifetime? So this video contains footage from Alabast's immigration screening area. I really hope there's something in there that can use. Oh, someone got shot. 5:21 PM. It's an old guy, 5:22. There's a dead body with a baby. Which minute footage should I examine? Doesn't something about this lump's shape strike you as odd? Huh? Isn't it supposed to be this shape? No, there is clearly something odd about the bulge. If only we had the pushcart itself, we could compare and confirm my hunch. The bulge is unnatural. That's what she said. And next, let us check the footage from Babal's security camera. Hope it shows us something good. I wanted to look at the other stuff. Phooey, there wasn't a single sign of a suspicious person or anything. That right there is the contradiction. Huh? Did I miss something? You didn't miss anything, because there was nothing to miss. I was hoping to look at the rest of the other footage, but it just went straight ahead to the next one. However, what is missing is the image of Mr. Cochin entering his own country. Wasn't his body found in Babal? It would appear that the true face of our final puzzle was finally revealed itself. What's with the thousands of footsteps? Can I keep looking? No, apparently I can't. I wanted to look at everything in that, but it's not going to let me now. Why is it a 3D model? Ambassador Alba. I thought I had asked you two and your group to vacate the premises, Edgeworth. Actually, I thought I should let you know that this theatre sits on my country's soil. You've had your fun, and I've enjoyed a little game. I dare say you even achieved a new high score. However, once you've recorded a score, that same game can never be replayed again. Yes, it can. That's the whole point of getting a high score. You can try to beat it. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Your game is done, and it's game over. Okay. No.
Objection!
Where do you think you're going at this time of night? After admitting to my crime, I overcame with regret. So I'm heading to the airport now to return home. I'm afraid I can't let you do that. There are still too many issues we need to discuss with you. You can't stop me, Miss Edgeworth, and you know it. Please, may I have a little bit of your time, Ambassador Alba? Ambassador Paleno? Even just a tiny bit is fine with me. That already strained relationship between our countries in a precarious situation, you know? Very well, if you insist. I will play just one more round with them and see what they want. Not that they'll get any farther. Ambassador Paleno. Mr. Edgeworth, all I ask for you is the normalization of our relationships between our two countries. But there is one person standing in the way of that dream. I believe in you. You'll do what's right. Thank you for your vote of confidence. Now then, what is it you wanted to ask me about? I do have a flight to catch after all. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to limit you to just one question. That's more than enough because I only have one question anyway. I want to hear your alibi about how you couldn't have killed Manikochan. I see. You seem to have a good idea, or good hand this time around. This should be fun. I've already forgotten the voice I gave him last time, so I'm just going to do this one. This really is the last chance. This really, truly is the last interrogation. We have to bring him down. I won't allow even an atom-sized contradiction to slip by. Frankly, I don't still understand why I'm being placed under suspicion here. Under your hypothetical scenario, Mr. Cochin and I were fellow smugglers. But to get to the point, I was in Alabasta the whole time. So it's simply not possible for me to have killed him in Babal. That is my alibi. So that is your alibi? That is correct. It's simply not possible for me to have committed such a crime in Babal. And now that we've cleared that up, I'd appreciate if you would move out of my way.
Hold it!
I said hold it! What is it this time? Thought I told you I'd only allow one question. Huh. You did, but you still have yet to really answer my one question. What? Until you tell us the truth, I refuse to budge an inch from where I'm standing. You will never reach the truth. I will. Very well. I'll play with you just a little longer. Miles Edgeworth, as my subordinate and representative of this country's prosecutors, you are forbidden to lose. Of course, that is something I understood from the start. That guy's the one who ordered my father killed, isn't he? Yes, I believe so. The goal of the first Yard of Grass was the capture of the smuggling ring's leader. My father and Uncle Bad. Their legacy will live on through me. That's why we just gotta catch him, okay? We will, I promise. Now, Ambassador Alba, let us have the truth now, shall we? No matter how many times you ask, my answer remains the same. Requiem. Requiem.
Hold it!
Being the leader of a smuggling ring while taking on the duties of ambassadorship. Don't you think that the combination is more than enough reason for suspicion? Then there is the matter of the crossbow arrows and the prima duck statues.
Objection!
What the hell was that? Objection! I want to replay it, but I can't. All of that is nothing to what your flights of fancy. What do you mean by that?
Hold it!
It is not a hypothesis. Earlier we proved that to be what happened. Well, that just leaves to one side for now. It's because it doesn't change the fact that I have no motive. Oh, so you really have no reason to kill Mr. Cochin? If you want to suppose I had one, then why not? I'll indulge you. After all, this is nothing more than a silly game to me. Even if that's how you see things, I'd appreciate if you would take me seriously. I'm a grown man. I'm sorry. I suppose you're in a bit of a pickle. Very well. A game is no fun if the playing field isn't level. Therefore, I formally claim that I have no motive to kill. Now, let's see you disprove it. How can he stand there looking proud when he knows he killed another human being? Well, I'm not going to stand by and just watch him get away with his crimes.
Hold it!
Are you serious that just because you were partners that you had no motive to kill? The only following of your hypothetical scenario to this logical conclusion. Looks like he's not going to admit it himself that he was in league with Mr. Cochin. I suppose not. But I do know his relation to the smuggling ring and to Mr. Cochin. I mean, he's the ringleader and that Mr. Cochin was the subordinate, right? Correct, but I know more than just that. Miss Von Karma, I'm sure you remember the safe in Mr. Cochin's office, correct? Yes, but the safe had 2 compartments to it, didn't it? Yes, and why do you think those stolen goods were being stored in Mr. Cochin's office? Could it be because he was trying to cheat Ambassador Alba behind his back? So Mr. Cochin didn't turn the goods over, but decided instead to keep them for himself. I suppose that's possible. It seems to me that both men were only concerned with their own wealth and well-being. And that means that maybe they didn't have a trusting relationship after all. What Ambassador had to gain, I believe that is his motive for killing Mr. Cochin. What are you people whispering about amongst yourselves over there? I'm sorry, I have kept you waiting. Now then, let's continue with your testimony.
Hold it!
And what exactly did you do while you were in Alabast? I had a meeting with the Steel Samurai, then I rearranged a few files. Around that time, the thief who was sneaking in took me by surprise.
Objection!
Are you saying that it was the Master Second that had made the first move? Yes, and it was after I was attacked that I hit him on the head with the primitive statue. Unfortunately, he died from the blow, but it was an act of justified self-defense.
Objection!
Calling it that doesn't cover up what you really did. Cover up? Oh, no, my boy. I'm not covering up anything. I'm telling the truth. You weren't planning to admit it, which is why you had to try to frame the Steel Samurai. If you weren't an ambassador, I'd be letting my whip fly loose on you right now. I'm terribly sorry that I didn't clean up the body better, but I'm a busy man. I had a speech to give in the Rose Garden after that, you know.
Objection!
Yet despite that, you still had time to kill Mr. Cochin, didn't you?
Objection!
Objection! Man is evil, but I'm sure you're really familiar with the facts, but... Mr. Cochin was killed in Babal while I was in the way in Alabast. I just noticed a few of his medals seem to float off of his chest.
Hold it!
You insist that that's not possible. You don't kill Mr. Cochin in Babal. And you are correct. Oh, I thought you would put up a bit more of a fight, but if you must concede to me... The only thing I'm conceding is that it's not possible for you to kill him in Babal. I am not conceding that your alibi is the truth. Oh, I see. However, no matter how hard you try, know that you can't crush my alibi. That rhymed. You would be wise not to underestimate a prosecutor of this country. We'll see about that. Mr. Cochin was a friend of Ambassador Alba. If that's true, then why did the ambassador kill him? It's not like in the case of my father where he ordered someone to do it. The problem we have is that we don't know what their exact relationship it was. Indeed, if they had complete trust in one another, then there is no motive for murder. However, both men were very selfish, and I believe that is where his motive arose. Alabani starts rapping. Yeah. No suspicion here. Scenario and I are fellow smugglers. What would I have to kill my co-conspirator? The entire city. It's either going to be the paper documents or the money.
Objection!
Nope. That statement clearly directly contradicts this piece of evidence. Does it now? Not that it really matters to me either way. But are you really sure my statement contradicts that piece of evidence? Judging by his overconfident attitude, I guess this piece of evidence wasn't related to the statement at all. Miles Edgeworth, you can't chase him down with that kind of evidence. Yes, I know. Must think calmly and rationally about this, because it's not possible to take this man down.
Objection!
Nope, neither of those then. Unless...
Objection!
Nope. It's because it shows him coming in at one point, so that would mean that he was in Alabast.
Objection!
Don't know that either. Maybe there's nothing here that'll prove this. Let's look at more.
Hold it!
Whoops, didn't mean to press the layer. I meant to go back.
Objection!
Skip.
Objection! Objection! Objection!
We're just shouting objections at one another. What motive would I have had to kill my co-conspirator? Well, you're both greedy. I mean, if it was swapped, then this would be why.
Objection!
Now, maybe the plates then.
Objection!
Nope. Well then. Oh wait, no, the plates were in the other one. Right, I remember now, because this is the real statue, and this is the one that had the plates in it, right? Or am I wrong? I'm confused again. It's been too long.
Objection!
Nope. I don't think I have anything here then to show that they will kill each other at the moment. Hmm. There's got to be something on this statement, but I don't know what it is I need to provide. I've shown this. I've done this. Footage didn't really help.
Objection!
Yeah, that wouldn't work. I just wanted to see. I don't know if it's just me today or what, but my brain is not figuring any of this stuff out. We were doing pretty well the previous times. Today I'm just like, I have no idea of anything. Who am I? What am I? Can't believe you missed the guard's crush plot. I mean, it's not my fault. Let's read through the entirety of it. Frankly, I still don't understand why I'm being placed under suspicion here. What did we say? Burning suspicion, man of crossbow arrows.
Objection!
All of that is nothing more than the effects of fancy.
Hold it!
Not about this, what happened. Game. Disney. A bit of pickerel. No motive to kill. Now let's see what you prove it.
Hold it!
Coordinate. Correct, but I know more than just that. This one command who remembers the safe. There are 2 compartments. Was trying to cheat Ambassador Alba behind his back. Didn't turn the goods over, but decided to keep them for himself. Seems to me that both men were only concerned with their own well-being. They didn't have a trusting relationship after all. I believe that his motive for killing Mr. Cochin. I mean, I presented the money and he didn't take it. I presented this, he didn't take it. I presented the statues, I presented the golden plates. I presented this. The knife could work, maybe? Because he did put it back. Which means that he might have found out. He's like, I found out, I'm going to give you the knife back now to show that I knew, even though you're dead.
Objection!
Nope. Because I can't present the safe.
Objection!
Oh, okay. I guess that sort of works. If you want to know, I believe you did have a motive to kill. It was because Mr. Kochin had betrayed you. But you had your own reason too. Namely, you wanted to pin the smuggling all on him. Evil begets evil, and because you were trying to test each other, it turned into this mess.
Objection!
I don't believe this. You have a bad penchant for telling tall tales, Mr. Prosecutor. And if you're not, then I suppose you have some proof to support your argument. I never use guesswork in moving my cases forward. It has been proven that this note was written by Mr. Kochin's hand. Shall we take a look at it? The content of the note is a request calling for the theft of Alabas Primarch statue. By killing him and pushing all of the guilt for the smuggling onto him, you walk away spotless. I believe you understand what I'm driving at. You had more than a few reasons to kill him.
Objection!
You stop the music. Are you finished with your hypothesizing? Excuse me? Let's suppose I did have a motive. Even so, a motive or thought alone can't kill. Isn't that right? I didn't expect him to resort to playing the semantics game with me. It appears that this is where the real battle will begin. Now then, if you'll excuse me. Wait, what? I told you at the very beginning, didn't I? You only get one question. Ambassador Albert, if you could please just give us a little bit more of your time. It doesn't matter what kind of man Manny was, he was my subordinate. Which is why I would like us to figure out the real cause of his death. That is something for Babal to figure out, and something to which I have no relation to. Now even he's turning down a request from Ambassador Polino. I'm very sorry, but it seems that even now my voice falls on deaf ears. There is no need for you to apologize, Ambassador Alba. I was almost Edgeworth for a second. Grr, we must find some way to stop him from leaving. It seems there are no further objections. In that case, please allow me to return to my home. Hold it! Flash. Hold it right there, Ambassador Alba. Okay. Like I said, Mr. Edgeworth, the Yadagrassu's legacy will live on through me. Yes, but how do you suggest we stop him from leaving? You just leave that to me. Crack, crack, breaks his legs. Ambassador Alba, do you recognize this? No. And why should I recognize that old tattered organizer? Wait, where have I seen that before? This is the clue my father, Byrne Faraday, left for us. Did you say Byrne Faraday? My old love? Mr. Faraday's organizer. Don't tell me this is one of the second KG-8 incident. The one in which he wrote about the Yadagrassu's key. Yes, this organizer belonged to the prosecutor you had Miss Yu killed 7 years ago. Huh. I have no idea what you're talking about. You say that like it was related to me. Inside this organizer, he wrote up every detail of every evil thing you did. What an amusing little girl you are. But that sort of trickery won't work on me. For I am infallible. If you won't believe me, then take a look at this. And what is that toy there? That's... This thievery device was used by the Yadagrassu, or rather by my father. 7 years ago, he used this when he snuck into the embassy. What? These two pieces of evidence that hold information of the Yadagrassu dug up on you. Wait, you've had this whole time? So you knew that Alba was important in all this. Unless you're bluffing here. If you go home now, I won't hesitate to send it all to Alabas right behind you. Little girl, get to the point. I want you to go up against Mr. Edgeworth one more time. If you win, then I'll hand over these two pieces of evidence. Yadagrassu, ever the thorn in my side. Okay, does that organizer really contain any information on this dirty dealings? It's nothing case-breaking, really. Ah, then it was a bluff. Even if it was, we still can't let all the info my father and Uncle Bad found to go to waste. So you just made it up. Okay. Plus, just the existence of Little Thief is troublesome enough for him. Those two pieces, aren't they keepsakes of your father? It's okay, I believe Mr. Edgeworth. He'll come out on top in the end. Okay. I will let you down. And I just noticed that apparently the chats are gone. I am still connected, yes? Yeah, I'm still streaming. Why does it say 0 chats? Weird. And now it's back. But it only says 1 of 2. So, sorry if there's going to be just like weird disconnects from chat if I don't respond to anyone. When the going gets tough, someone's got to be there to put the wind back in your sails. After all this time, you're still quite the feisty one. I applaud your powerful nature. Yeah, I can still read you, Raffatron. It seems to have gone back to 2-2 now, so it's sorted itself out. I refuse to lose this too. Ambassador Alba, you won't be returning home until you give us further testimony. You'll be going home in a body bag. How dare you all barring a person like me? Ambassador Alba, your testimony if you please. Alright, this is the absolute last. For sure this time. No more take-backs, this is the last one. That even if you use all the power of Ambassador Paleno's office, you won't stop me. I can't let this opportunity Kay has created for me to go to waste. Alba's alibi. The last time I met Mr. Cochin was here at the Theatrum Neutralis. After that, I was in Alabas for the rest of the time, as I stated earlier. In any case, I did not see Mr. Cochin again after that. So you see, there's no time span in which I could have killed him, don't you agree? Now, since you people were practically begging, I'll allow you to question me. What an arrogant old man. Yes, but no matter. We can't allow this chance to escape us. I'll warn you, though, you've reached the end of my patience. Waste my time with any inane questions and you'll be punished. I'm assuming if we had a full bar, it would show the entire bar. So, any needless pressing or presenting will hurt our case. In that case, the only thing we can do is present the correct evidence. Understood? Of course, I don't intend to let him intimidate me. I know Mr. Cochin was killed before he returned to Babal, in which case there is only one statement in which I need to present the evidence. Is there? Okay, I'll believe you. And the rest of the time, as I stated earlier, I did not see Mr. Cochin again after that. There's no time span in which I could have killed him, wouldn't you agree? No. I probably don't need to save because I can just retry from here, but just to be safe. 523. Do we know when he was killed? No. I really wish it would say when the body was discovered so I could be like, oh, so it was around about that time.
Objection!
No, wrong. I want to see the bad end anyway. Miles Edgeworth, you can't chase him down with that kind of evidence. Oh, yes, I know. Now then, I believe I must end the game here. You've had enough fun, haven't you? Mr. Edgeworth, if you don't do something, he's gonna get away. I've already confessed. What else do you want from me? No, I have yet to obtain the truth behind tonight's events. Do you really think I care about this truth you seek? Now, since I admitted to my crime, I'll need to pay the airport a visit. So if you would be so kind as to move out of my way. Is there no way to stop this man? I don't believe we'll be meeting again, however. I will pray for your success. We're not through here yet. Ha 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 ha! And you went the wrong way. Is it really game over? And that's the truth, was lost for eternity because we swallowed it. And now we get to see how much it actually does take. Doesn't say when this was taken. I mean, it does show the weapon here. So maybe this one?
Objection!
Okay. I'd like you to take a look at this picture. It's a rather nice picture, isn't it? It was to commemorate the restoration of relations between our nations. Oh, it's a commemorative, all right. One that captures the proof I need to show that it was you who committed the murder. Come again. This knife that killed Mr. Cochin. I see you recognize it, as well as you should, for it was you who brought it to this theater. You hid it among the flowers you were about to give to the Steel Samurai, meaning that you killed Mr. Manny Cochin here at the theater. It's time for me to catch my flight.
Objection!
We're not through yet.
Objection!
It's game over for you, Mr. Edgeworth. But I thank you for the entertainment. No matter how passionate you orate, the end results will still be the same. I won't be returning to this country ever again. That's right. This man is an ambassador, and he has extraterritorial rights. No matter how hard we chase after him, we won't be able to have him tried in court. Yes, that's exactly the face you should be making. The face of a worthless cur. No. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, I must bid you farewell. The courts. Is there no one who can lay a finger on this man? Is this really the end?
Not so fast!
Dramatic. Agent Lang! Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Prosecutor. Get out of my way. My plane is scheduled to take off soon. The two people with the similar voices, I just realized. Sorry, but you're not going anywhere, Mr. Alba. I'm through playing games with you people. You can't touch me. If you do it, it would spark an international incident, Agent Lang. Sorry, but no, it wouldn't. What? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Good job holding the fort down until I got back. So, Mr. Alba, your diplomatic immunity has just been revoked. What do you mean, revoked? Spare me this nonsense and let me through.
Not so fast!
Langzi says before aiming for the throat, chew the neck shield off first. Awoo. Interpol agents in the Imperial household of the Kingdom of Alabast. Took a while to get things rolling, but they finally moved on it. The Imperial household. What have you done? You have been relieved of your duties as ambassador, Mr. Alba. What? Effective today, effective right now. And you have Mr. Prosecutor's videotape to thank for this. The video of the autographs are protected. You can't be arrested simply because you're an ambassador. In that case, I thought I'd strip you of that title. You underestimate me, a descendant of the founder of the detainment philosophy Langzi. For 4,000 years of deeply entrenched connections and networks around the 4,000 years would be before BC. We didn't have much things before then. I don't think we have even law. 2,000 would be more accurate, but whatever. It really paid off. He's old again. It can't be. I don't believe this. My ambassadorship has been revoked. Looks like you're finally coming to grips with your new standing. Woohoo! Woohoo! How do you say that? Looks like he's turned docile again. He's probably in shock from the loss of his shield. What a shame. I had so wanted to use my whip on him. Why is this happening to me? I'm just a hard-working, honest ambassador. Do you really think that you still put that on us now? We've already ripped away the mask and see you for who you really are, Mr. Alba. He broke his stick again. No, I won't be stopped now. He still intends to fight us? So what if I'm no longer ambassador? You still don't have any evidence on me. The fact remains you cannot arrest me. I'd expect no less from you, the boss of the smuggling ring. Well, the rest is up to you, Mr. Prosecutor. Understood. Again. You say that I killed Mr. Cochin in the theater, but even if it's true, there was a knife in my bouquet. I left the bouquet in the theater, so anyone could have taken it out from there and used it, right? Besides, the claims that he was killed here itself is odd. After all, wasn't his body discovered in Babal? Are you claiming that I carried his body all the way over there? Preposterous!
Objection!
I'll be the one to prove whether it's preposterous or not. I'm sorry, have you not heard of Hammurabi's code? I've heard of Hammurabi. Nothing about code. Ex-Ambassador Alba, are you ready? Because this is no game. This is war. I move my pawn to H4. Final? I killed Mr. Cochin in this theater using a knife that was stuck in my bouquet. I left that bouquet in the theater. Anyone could have taken the knife from there. Besides, Mr. Cochin was discovered in Babal, right? There is no way for me to have transported his body from the theater to Babal. Look, you don't think you have enough to fun with me. You already stolen my ambassadorship from me. Would you have me surrender too? You have no plans of returning to this country, isn't that right? Did you know that a bunch of your subordinates are seeking asylum because of you? As if I care. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, put this guy out of the embassy. We can finally end everything. I sounds like you're going to kill him. I know. I'll give it my all to see that he leaves in handcuffs. Without the title of ambassador, he is just another witness. Yes, just another witness. All right, what are we waiting for? Let's get this guy. And get him good. I wonder if they understand that all I can do is present evidence to the testimony.
Objection!
I mean, it was obvious. Actually, I do believe there was a way for you to transport the body out of the theater. Perhaps you should give this a look. What is that supposed to be? It's footage from a security camera that captured the state of immigration area. Should I congratulate you on your hands on it? Just letting you know that there are not the only ones who are watching your every movement. Huh. Thank you for the warning. Now, if you could take a look at this section here. This lump here inside the pushcart. Do you know what's causing it? Should I? Because I don't. In that case, allow me to enlighten you. This is the cause of the unnatural lump.
Take that!
What is the meaning of the showing me that? It's to say that the unnatural bulge in this pushcart is Mr. Cochin. You had the steel samurai wheel his body away from the crime scene. What a guess. But I wonder if you have any evidence to support it. I admit that for now it is but a hypothesis. However, suddenly Larry shows up and says, I found my child, but my box is all filled with red paint. If you can't prove it, then I'm afraid I must be on my way. I don't have any more time to play with you people. What do you mean, you people? Okay, see what it said. Sorry it took so long, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Gummy? Detective Gumshoe, is that the Steel Samurai's pushcart? Yes, sir. I found it in the open-air stage area. So that's where you went. The detective spirit that Pops left with me. I thought I'd follow my gut and go with it, sir. So, Mr. Edgeworth, did I do a good job? Is this worth anything to the case? Yes, it might just play a major role in solving this case, Detective. But something isn't right. I thought that the entire samurai family was in Alabast. Where exactly in the open-air stage did you find this pushcart? I found it lying there at the edge of the stage, sir. Oh, well, let's leave that for now and examine the inside, Detective. Yes, sir. Steel Samurai Daddy used this pushcart to wheel the Iron Infant around. The Iron Infant is the Steel Samurai's and Pink Princess's kid, right? Yes, he made an appearance at the end of the stage show. It was a rather fitting end to the whole thing. But the Steel Samurai was unwittingly forced to move the body is just unforgivable. Okay, we get it, you like him. I knew it, red paint! It's blood! Well, this must be Mr. Cochin's blood. At least it's not Chris's, which only goes to prove that Mr. Cochin's body was indeed transported by this pushcart. I believe you understand what this means, correct? You killed Mr. Cochin at this theatre and then placed his body inside the pushcart. And then you forced the Steel Samurai to unwittingly move the body for you.
Objection!
I forced him to move the body in Alabast. What nonsense! Why would I bother to do such a thing?
Objection!
You were scheduled to make a speech in Alabast, meaning it was difficult for you to make a stop in Babal. However, what if you moved the body to Alabast? Because it was your embassy, you could have kept an eye on him and tampered with the evidence, and then you smuggled it out of Alabast. No! If I can show you how you moved the body from Alabast to Babal, then I win. But you can't. The security between the two countries is incredibly tight. I'll be the judge of whether I can or cannot prove it. And so I will ask you to provide us with testimony regarding your movements after return to Alabast. Okay, another testimony. The real final one. Miles Edgeworth, have you figured it out? Do you know how the body was moved? To be honest, I have nothing to support my hypothesis at this time. However, I don't believe I've made a mistake in my logic up to this point. Which means there is no question that this can't be answered, right? The Prima Duck statue was smuggled successfully through a brief flight through the air. So why shouldn't there be an answer as to how the body was moved? Which means there must be a logical flaw somewhere I can exploit. After I returned to Alabast, I had my picture taken with the Steel Samurai, shaking hands. Then, just as I was about to have my speech, the Anagrasu appeared. I feared for the national treasure, so I raced back to my office. Is that all? Yes, that's all.
Objection!
It looks like you left out a few things, such as the murder of Master II. Furthermore, you left out the part about meeting with me in your office. Those trifling matters. I don't believe I need to speak of those things. I'm no trifling matter. I am a von Karma. You son of a bitch, I'm gonna kill you with my whip! I do so hate to waste time. What? You is not every life precious? Do you really need me to answer that for you?
Objection!
People like you cannot be allowed to wander freely through society. Yeah! People that have no care for other people should not be in society. Yeah, prosecute everyone! But mostly the ones that are actually bad people, that are, you know, in other places or positions, you know, like that right now. Huh. And you better try hard, because I doubt you'll find a single contradiction. I keep looking at his shoulder piece, and it kind of makes me think he's got a Lego block. He's really full of himself, isn't he? Yes, he is. I'm getting lost track in my voices. Yes, he is. How can he be so confident at a time like this? Come, don't be shy. Go ahead and ask whatever you'd like. Movements. The music is still the same, so I'm assuming that this is not the final testimony. How many testimonies are we going to have?
Hold it!
So why is it only with the Steel Samurai? I thought the Pink Princess was also around. The Pink Princess was suffering from a bad hip at the time, and the doctors recommended that she rest. Wow, so you do have a soft side after all. The pain of bad hip. I suppose none of you can really understand how it feels. Oh, so you tend to strain your back as well, huh? But isn't that just because you're normally all hunched over? He did indeed keep up the act, no matter what. I suppose. The point of this is not to discuss my back problems. For about 15 minutes after our handshake, I was in the office preparing for the speech. Welcome to the second worst case. Oh god. And just as I was about to start my speech, I got interrupted by you! And that Yatagarasu was just a trick that you had set up. A most amusing joke. And how do you suppose I set it up? If you recall what to know... If you really want to know, I don't know if I recall, I can explain it in detail for you. You arranged the spotlight in the rose garden so that you were there, or when you were to take the stage, the audience would see the Yatagarasu shadow. Oh, that's an interesting tale. Sadly, it's nothing to do with me. You? What's it gonna take for you to fess up to anything? Very well. Let's move on to a different question. After the Yatagarasu appeared, what was the state of the rose garden? Everyone took refuge inside the embassy. I even helped with the effort. And then everyone was inside, well, and then set the whole place on fire.
Hold it!
And what happened after you returned to your office? I don't want to keep on repeating this, however. Upon my return, I had struck a bad luck and bumped into Masked Man.
Objection!
And I don't want to keep on repeating this either. But his name was Damask II. It doesn't matter. Why are we so hung up about this random thief's name? Huh. Who cares what he was called? By the time he got to the Prima Duck statue he was all supposed to steal, it had already been swapped for the fake. Talk about an unlucky man, being bludgeoned to death with a fake statue. Why is she whipping? Miss Von Karma is really letting her whip fly now. I think the scary part is her silence while she's doing it. She must be at the limit of her patience as well. But physical attacks are meaningless here. Only evidence will suffice. I can't find a single flaw in his argument. At this rate, I won't be able to prove that he's actually guilty of anything. Are we finished here? I actually thought I got to present something, but I guess not. Miles Edgeworth, can you not come up with how the body was moved to a ball? I have to say, we are on the edge quite a lot in this part. It's just like, Miles Edgeworth, why can't you do anything? Sudden a character appears with more evidence. Comes up to this situation again. Another character comes up. Is the next one going to be freaking Larry or, I don't know, Sheena? I swear if it's all bag. Sir! Mr. Edgeworth? Even after proving so much, he's going to get away with it? Is this the end? My one true friend? Objection, hold it. Yeah. It appears that we made it just in time. God damn it! It would be a great honor if you would allow us to be your allies in battle. Evil magistrate, it is time for you to pay. The child was found. It's the Steel Samurai? No, you are mistaken, for I am Steel Samurai Daddy, married man of Neo-Old Tokyo. And this is Pink Princess Mommy. Edgy poo. Oh, the two people that I wanted to see the least. Larry? I had to do a different voice there for a second. What are you doing here? Way to show your gratitude, Edgy. We just wanted to help, yeesh. I'm gonna get the bad guys with a single... Go away. He actually does say that. How can you be so mean to us, Edgy Poo? All three of us came to lay a hand, and this is how you treat us? Well, isn't this grand? And I see they managed to find the Iron Infant. Does that really matter right now? Hey! Is it just me or is the Iron Infant completely soaked? Oh yeah! I found him in Babal. He was in the middle of the pool. Oh, wait a second. Larry, go back to what you just said. Huh? Oh, it appears that... No, not that far back. Something about finding the Iron Infant in Babal. And he found it in a pool? I don't recall there being one in Babal. Oh, that. Well, I was in the Alabaster the whole time. I had no idea about the Iron Infant wound up in Babal. I thought I'd lost him in the Rose Garden. But I guess maybe this cute kid can swim, huh? Wait, what? Larry, you lost the Iron Infant in the Rose Garden? Are you sure about that? Yeah, I'm sure. But I found him in,
Hold it!
That's enough, Larry. The Iron Infant that Larry lost managed to move between the two countries. Furthermore, the Iron Infant was found soaked in the middle of a pool. This is what I've been looking for. It's another smuggling route between the countries. The key to the route the infant took to travel from Alabast is... bilateral symmetry! Ah, that's right. The embassy was built with bilateral symmetry in mind. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir? There is a location I wish for you to examine post-haste. It is where I believe the route used to smuggling Mr. Coachen's body lies. Does something like that really exist, sir? An embassy built on a bilateral symmetry, meaning that this is where we need to examine... I don't know why I went into Zon von Karma's voice.
Take that!
Yes, sir. I'll be right back before you know it. It's too late. Doesn't matter now what you do, it's all a waste of time.
Not so fast!
You will stay still with us, word. Wait, I'm losing the control of my voice right now. This is Edgeworth. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, it's here, sir. There's a reservoir here, just like in the Rose Garden. Just as I suspected. What is it? The two sides of this embassies are mirror images of one another, which means that there is also a pool at the corresponding location on the Bubbly's side. Mr. Coachen's body was moved into Babal through the pool in Alabast. Avoiding the topic with a vague answer like that is unbecoming of a prosecutor. If you don't mind, I'd like to see more physical proof if you have any. The Iron Infant is positively soaked in water. Why do you think that is? It's because he was fished out of a pool, and not just any pool, it was the Babalese one. I think it's pretty obvious at this point that what must be true. It's conjoined. The water reservoirs in the two country yards, or courtyards, are connected. And where is your proof of the two sides are connected?
Objection!
He's becoming more guttural as time goes on. The proof is right there before your eyes. The half-drowned iron infant. This blasted doll! Mr. Edgeworth, I'm back. Hey. Don't tell me you guys figured everything out without me. We did, thanks to this hero of justice's son. Even if he is just a doll, he managed to help foil the villain.
Now go back!
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Look, I don't want to say this, but it's kind of unlikely that the body just happened to have passed on through Babal. This guy's a doll and he's small, so I can believe it made it, but he has a point. Yes, that's right. I'm glad someone here understands. Mr. Edgeworth, are you going to next propose that a dead body can swim through a pipe? You see, Mr. Prosecutor, our chase after this man is far from over. Agent Lang. Why is he having Mr. Albert out? He's not. He's realized a flaw in my argument and is helping to move the logic along. In which case, I should return the favor and find an answer. And another thing. Mr. Coach's body was found in the office in Babal. So what happened to his body after it was transported to the open-air stage? Oh boy. Mr. Alba had an accomplice in Babal, remember? You mean Sheena, right? With her there, you can see how it was possible to move the body up to the office.
Objection!
Are you seriously claiming that she swam through the connecting pipe with the body? He's right, Miss Sheena would drown if she did that. It's hard to imagine that she swam through the connecting pipe. It looks like your hypothesis about how the body was moved is still only half-baked. In the end, it was just to befuddle the musings of an accusatory man. Now then, I believe you should give up and allow me passage. Because from the start, there was no feasible method of transporting the body. What? Mr. Prosecutor, recall Sheena's movements. What was happening in the embassy around the time Sheena was in Babal? Oh, if only there was a way to get rid of the water in the pool. Get rid of the water? Aha! That's it! Now I believe this time we really are done, right? No more? Can I go home?
Objection!
Unfortunately for you, it's far from over, Mr. Alba. You're the most persistent, confounding man I have ever met. Ah, but you have met me. Are you trying to quote pirates, but doing a bad job? No! Anyway... Are you saying that you've thought of a way to move the body through the water? Move the body through the water? That is completely unrelated to how it was done. Excuse me? The reason I say this is because there wasn't a water in there at the time. What do you mean? Wasn't any water? Just what it sounds like. Tonight's events made it possible to drain the water, allowing the body to be moved. The fire.
Take that!
Tonight, the Atherasu set fire to a variety of locations in the Babalese embassy. In order to put the fires out, much of the reservoir's water was used. Of course, when the water was used, the reservoir's water level went down. If enough water was drained, the connecting pipe could be used to traverse the border.
Objection!
So what? The water level went down. The reservoirs were connected. Does any of this matter? You can't prove any of this. Pretending to be ignorant won't work with me. We both know what kind of situation we're in right now. Even in a game, there comes a critical game-changing moment. A turnabout, as you would say. A moment in which you hit a wall that you must overcome in order to beat the game. I haven't lost yet. I found the route you used to smuggle the body, and that route will lead to your defeat.
Not so fast!
Even if all the water was used in the fighting effort. You still can't really call that a smuggling route. I know that. I should have figured that out, you would notice. Hey, Mr. Albert, how deep are those pools anyway? I'll have you know that those pools are extremely deep. And there are no ladders or footholds along the walls either. It would be difficult for Sheena to hold the body and climb out of the pool. Foot ladders or footholds along the walls, there was no need for such things. What do you mean? If one were to use a certain something, they could go up or down the pool at will. Oh, looks like you got an answer already. Well, what are you waiting for, Mr. Prosecutor? Enlighten us already. The way in which Miss Sheena and the body were able to rise up to ground level. If there was a way to control the water level, that could be the way the body was moved. This was used so that the body of Miss Sheena could move up and down in the pool. It was the samurai dogs. They inflate. Wait, would it? No. I was going to say, would it be the fake one? Because it's hollow. Or the one that's hollow, because then that would raise up. Because it's filled with air. But then that wouldn't make sense. Then how would they get it between the two places? Like, I thought it would be the infant, because the infant might be, you know, made out of stuff that floats in water. I mean, I guess it's worth a try. This, Mr. Albert, is what was used. I don't recall ever using that. I don't think they're going to be applicable to you, Mr. Prosecutor. I don't understand how you think at all, Miles Edgeworth. It would appear that I was wrong. I beg your pardon. Please allow me to present you with another piece of evidence, the correct one this time. I mean, a dead body floats, as far as I recall, right? To a point. Still have no idea what this pick was for.
Take that!
I only did it because it said it was wet.
Take that!
Mr. Alba, use the fountain spouts, in a manner of speaking. Use the fountain spouts? How so? The water level in the pools can be controlled by opening and closing the sprouts. Miss Sheena and the body were lifted upwards on their buoyancy water, or by their buoyancy in water. The fire, the bubbly side, and the firefighting efforts. These were set in motion all for the sake of smuggling Mr. Cochin's body. Shall I show you where the final destination of my train of logic leads? First, Mr. Alba closed the fountain spouts in advance in preparation for things to come. And then he took the pushcart where he brought to the rose garden and pushed it along with the Iron Infant and Mr. Cochin's body into the pool. Bored, yes. At this time, Sheena was busy conveniently starting the fire in Babal. She then made for the open-air stage pool to wait for the firefighting efforts to begin. Oh, that's how they did it? I was thinking they connected hoses, just threw it directly into the water. When the firefighters used the water in that pool, the water level went down. And by the time the fire was put out, the pipe between the two pools was exposed. What a weirdly convoluted pool. Why have it connected like this anyway if you've got two pipes going from either side? Whatever. This is when she pushed the pushcart from Alabast into Babal. One that was accomplished by Mr. Alba simply opened the fountain spouts once more. That would take ages though, wouldn't it? Oh, they're inside as well? And the water level rose up to its original level, along with Miss Sheena and the body. After that, Sheena used the pushcart to carry the body up to the Secretariat's office. There is an elevator in the embassy after all, so you see, even with her small frame, she could easily have transported Mr. Cochin's body. And that wraps up my thorough explanation of how the body was moved. Well, ex-Ambassador Alba, what do you think? Not so untouchable without your precious extraterritorial rights. To protect you, are you? I knew you could do it, Mr. Edgeworth. Way to fight back. You accuse me of moving the body across country lines. But when you get down to the nitty-gritty, you don't have what it takes to indict me. The nitty-gritty? What does that old man want now? Proof. I believe what is what he seeks. Yes, proof. Without any who's to say whether or not any of what really happened. He wants proof. What are we going to do, Mr. Edgeworth? There is no need to worry. I have had all the proof we need all along. Oh, the whole place was made for smuggling? Yeah, maybe. The body wasn't the only thing to go through the pool's connecting pipe tonight. Just as Detective Gumshoe found the pushcart in the open-air stage, so too did I find one other item there. And that piece of evidence is what will prove to be where the pools were smuggling routes. That was not proper grammar, but I'll use it. This was another thing that was smuggled over to Babal's open-air stage.
Take that!
And what exactly is this? Huh, you have no idea, do you? This little piece that I found in the bubbly side will be your undoing. A guitar pick. Would you care to explain how it's was going to do to me, how that was going to do me in, as it were? Monsieur chagrin, or chagrin, as some people say, perhaps, but this is not a guitar picked. What? This is something I found at the open-air stage, which was transported with the body. I naturally assumed that you would recognize it, since you took a photo with it after all. But since you don't, allow me to show you what this fragment from the stage belongs to. Allow me to show you what this fragment from the stage area belongs to. This is going against my chagrin. Yes, Rafa-chan, I know I said it wrong. I was just playing it. I was like, actually, everyone else is wrong. I am correct, you know? Now, I'm trying to think. Do I present this, maybe?
Take that!
Let us take a good look at the murder weapon that was used to kill Manny Kochan. On the handle of this knife there is a beautifully blooming flower. However, it would appear that it's missing a single petal. Now, let's see what happens when we try to fit this pick in an open slot. Well, it would have to become longer in order for it to fit. There you go. It's a perfect fit. I assume that the petal must have fallen off the flower during Mr. Kochan's murder, and then when it was accidentally placed into the pushcart along with Mr. Kochan's body. Ugh, that's an interesting story, nothing more. Oh, I assure you it is more than just a story. Because for some odd reason this flower petal was wet when I found it. It was wet, you say? Yes, and the only place it could have gotten wet from is the open-air stage's pool. Now I ask you, how did a piece of a weapon, which was smuggled into the theatre, wind up in the open-air stage area of Bubbly's side of the embassy? I don't think I need to waste any words by explaining this, as this petal explains it all for me. It proves that someone went from the Rose Gardens pool on this through into Babal. So much words. Impossible! Other people of Senfar have been waiting to see you face to face, Mr. Alba. I'll tell everyone back home where you will be there soon. You should be happy. Why? Why? It's a little late to be asking that question. You should have known from the very beginning. When you took your first life, no matter how you may plot or how you may try to cover it all up, you can never hide your crime from what you've done. Because we're here to see that justice is served to people like you. You can't call what you've given a perfect argument. You know, I don't think this guy is going to ever admit to his wrongdoings, Mr. Edgeworth. Because he values himself above all else. People who can't be negotiated with are people who refuse to admit when they've lost. I don't believe those kinds of people really exist because everyone breaks eventually. You're right. In that case, I have no choice but to use all of the evidence I have. Just takes it all out of his pocket. Yeah, there you go. I'll use it all until he breaks under the weight of the crimes. Mr. Alba, I request that you testify once more. God damn it. This really will be the end of the line. Will it? Really? To be continued. Thank God. But there's still one more act left. This case is so long. It's really weird. Like the other cases were, about short length, average length. And now we've gotten to a really long one, probably because it's the final case. But man, they're dragging this out. March 15th, 3:33 a.m. It's been 2 hours. I have to ask now, is there... How much is left? If there's like 10 minutes left, then we can do that. But if it's like another hour, I'm going to leave it for next time because this is getting ridiculous. Also, my throat's starting to hurt a bit. Having to do like different gravelly voices. One higher pitch, one lower pitch. That's just getting lower and lower as I go. I've also run out of water, so... A few hours? Okay, yeah, perfect place to stop then. Get me out of this game! Don't save because we just saved. Alright, and with that, we shall finish for today. Oh boy! The amount of times that we had to go like, oh, actually, this is the final testimony. Really, for reals this time. Like 5 times. Like, I'm actually surprised, and it's made me realize that, yeah, they weren't over-exaggerating with that joke. It happens way too much. But thank you all for joining with me for today. I hope everyone enjoyed, regardless of that. Even though it's getting a bit repetitive with this, it's fun still. It's enjoyable to an extent. It is getting a bit annoying with the continued like ass rug pull thing. It's like, actually, here's the final evidence. There's a random character that's also part of this. And then Sheena shows up with a gun, and that's actually the clue to the next thing. It's getting a bit silly. But yeah, I'm enjoying myself still. So we shall pick this up on Thursday. We'll be hopefully finishing off this case finally. But tomorrow I'll be back with more Hades. So be sure to tune in for the smexy Greek people. Greek gods. Next game is good, I promise. I don't believe you, Refatron, now that you've said that. But yeah. As I was saying, thank you for watching. As usual, like, follow, subscribe, all the bell notifications, all that jazz, when I next stream and you want to get notified. If you like what I do and help support me directly too, there's links to Patreon and tips. And if you do become a patron, you get added to the patron list here, where I give a shout out every stream like I do with Hero Kuni and the Soulmaster 37, where I think of the continued support. I greatly appreciate you all. And actually, I might need to change this, so 1 second. There you go. And Refotron 2000, where I give you thank you for the continued support. I greatly appreciate you all. And yeah. We go around telling objections to everyone and pointing our fingers in their faces until they admit to their wrongdoings. But that is it for today. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow or Thursday, depending on which one you want to watch. And until then, have a rest of today, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, bye everyone. Bye-bye. Bye, Refotron. Bye, anyone.